Hey everybody, this is Marcel with IrnieracingNews, August 20th. We're going to look at the fires in and around Kelowna, the Okanagan, my hometown, where I'm not at right now, guys. I am in Oregon, on the Oregon coast in Nehalem Bay State Park. So I spoke to my friend who is a firefighter, and he gave me some details about the houses going up. So I'm just going to try to relay some of that information. But the map does show you essentially what he told me. He pretty much gave me his explanation as like, it's pretty scary when you're on the front lines as a firefighter, you know, literally getting trapped sometimes on a road with the fires surrounding you and just doing a water bombing technique around you. And he's pretty much, it's like, it's massive. And here we have on the map that essentially everything down West Side Road has already burned. So from West Side Road north, all burned. Traders Cove, all burned. All the dirt biking area, in theory, would be all burned. All the way up to Wilson's Landing is all burned. You know, Okanagan Mountain Resort, no, not Okanagan Mountain, but Okanagan Lakefront Resort, of course, is burned. But in all that zone, all the way up to Bear Creek and everything. So yeah, my dirt biking area will be burned as well. All the houses along the shoreline, a good large percentage of them would be burned, along with the Traders Cove one here. Just like there's a lot of houses, you know, with the view over the lake, and the fire was coming down the mountain and would hit all that. So he's pretty much saying most of the stuff on West Side Road is gone. It's gone. And then as we move over to Shannon Lake, he was saying there was 80 houses that would burned up in Shannon Lake. So where is Shannon Lake on here? You have West Side Estates, Rose Valley, and then over, as my internet, there's Shannon Lake right there. So just the north of Shannon Lake, you can see Shannon Lake right there. What has happened, and also right up to the elementary school, and some houses have burned around the Rose Valley, Shannon Lake elementary school. Like a lot of houses are going up in that area. There's the golf course, and so down in here, there's Shannon Lake. Yeah, you can see just the fire line anyways is north of there, Bartley. So we can't really be exact, but he was saying some houses in Shannon Lake were going up, and Rose Valley, of course. There's the Bartley Road right there, goes right into the fire line. Of course, the fire could shoot ambers and hit houses and such, you know, since they're not being maintained, nobody out there to maintain little fires, and then it just burns. Also, anybody down, so off of West Side Road, you go up through Rose Valley there and down Bear Creek Road. So all the houses down Bear Creek Road, I have a friend down there as well, and in theory his property would be completely gone, his family's property. So where on the map is that? Okay, so here's West Side Road, and then you go up Bear Creek Road, and it swivels around and then comes to this little like T in the middle, and from there Bear Creek Road goes up. There it is, Bear Creek Road South, and then there's connects onto that Rose Valley. So that's all in the fire line. So all of that, oh man, my friend's house is for sure gone, because he's just right up in here, like right in here, and so off of that Rose Valley Road, and this is right in. So many years this area has been threatened under fire. You know, there's always a fire every 4 years in Kelowna. You know, all the way back to the Okanagan Mountain Park fire from 20 years ago. Feels like it wasn't that long ago, but time flies. And these houses have always been under threat for forest fires, and now it's actually happened and taken them out in this sector, as opposed to, you know, across the lake where the Okanagan Mountain Park fire was. You know, here, Myra Bellevue, see over here, guys? Like, this is where the fire took last time, across from West Bank. There it is, Okanagan Mountain Park, across from Peachland. That's where the fire was, like the biggest fire 16 years ago. Maybe like, what was it, like 2000 and something, early 2000s. And then of course there was several fires every few years later. So now the fire is on this side. And yeah, like I said, there's Traders Cove gone, and everybody on West Side Road or Bear Creek, obviously Main, and before that Bear Creek Road is going to be in theory gone. according to my friend in the fire department and from what we're seeing on the map here. Oh, yeah, guys. And then, of course, with the winds going 70 kilometers an hour, massive winds in correlation, sent the fire across the lake. And my friend in the fire department says he could see the ambers physically doing it, because it's just the wind was so large, so fast that the wind is able to carry it over top and landed. And then we have the McKinley Landing behind Knox Mountain. So there's Knox Mountain, and then the north of Knox parkland until you hit like areas getting close to Magic Estates, and some houses are going up here. It's not, the fire's obviously not nearly as big on this side. So when you're going up Glenmore Road, west of Glenmore, the fire line would be just over those ponds. So where's McKinley Road? McKinley, North Glenmore. There's McKinley Road. So just south of McKinley Road, right, there's the little reservoir. We were just up there looking at that one house for sale. Remember there, Dr. G? Mm-hmm. Yeah, so we would have maybe just been north of there, McKinley Road, just the fire line. Arthur, Dublin Road. There's Bennett Road. I thought it was down one of those ones.
We've seen one down there.
Yeah, so that area would be of risk right now, all along the shoreline. Those little beach houses along the shoreline here, guys. McKinley Landing Park, all off of there. Or actually, no, we were looking more. And then there's a gap. And then here you have, yeah, the fire going on just below Lake Country. So there's Glenmore Road, and where is it? Do you turn onto Dick? Okanagan Center Road, yeah, so right there, Okanagan Center Road. So that part is, there's the fire line. It's a kind of a different shape. So the house we actually looked at would have been down here somewhere.
Yeah, on Finch Road.
Oh, Finch Road there. So it's just it's an so any of these places like in red are evacuated, the zones, and then the ones in yellow are evacuation alert, and then you can see the red fire line. That I'm not sure how quick they can update that, but yeah, so it's working its way on Okanagan Center down the beach side here on the west here, Okanagan Center, right along that road. And where's all the houses along here too? I can't remember, but there's all those new developments on the shore side. Yeah, I don't remember. I'd have to change the map. Okay, here is your on the app, guys. This is, you can just download yourself BC Wildfire Perimeter. Okay, that's on a smoke hourly. You could get, gives you a few things to. I just want to change how I look at the earth layers though. Okay, so I took off the evacuation order and warning so we can actually see the smoke line on the, and here you can have, so there's that district on Slate View, Kimberlite, Marble Lake Drive. It's all that new zone all the way down to the water. I used to go over here 10-15 years ago, and they were empty and you could just go swim on the dead end roads. Actually like a little private swim spot. So there's, you can see the line just along Glenmore there. There's another new development, so they're just above it. Here is, oh, you can't quite see, just from when you come in from Winfield and hit Okanagan Landing. So yeah, there's all these houses right here in the fire line. They would be supposedly gone then. So there's a little chunk of houses that would have burned. One's more higher up, and then there's Lake Country, and it just goes along the water a little bit. And then before all the old houses, the ones that have been there all along, or the ones that have been rebuilt in Okanagan Center. Wild. Okay, let's go back to behind Knox Mountain and see what areas are affected here. Okay, so there's Kelowna, there's Knox Mountain right up here, there's Knox Mountain Park, and then Magic Estate, and then there's the fire just starts behind that on the south. Of course, the wind was supposedly still going to the north, but could always change. And then just above the houses, mostly just parkland on that one. Okay, and now we got this, while we got the satellite view, we go back over to the west side here along West Side Road. There's Bear Creek Provincial Park. All those hiking and trails are going to be gone as well. And here we are getting close to the bridge. So let's start to work our way up. Here we go. Okay, the park is along West Side Road. There's Traders Cove. These are the houses in there. Yeah, so all those houses are gone on Traders Cove. And then there's the Bear Lake Main Road in the fire zone as well. And obviously the fire can jump from certain spots to certain spots and skip areas, but overall. And then all the houses along the beach houses, all those ones that got the morning sun that we all dreamed about owning, are gone, or mostly gone, along West Side. According to my friend, the fire department, they're gone. They're gone. And here it's Way, getting a little, and then Okanagan Lake Resort, and Okanagan Lake Resort, which is gone. Well, that'll be rebuilt, obviously, new fresh building for that developer. And we keep going on the fire zone, West Side Road, Reed Creek, and it ends at Dimitri Creek. So these houses survive in north, and then the fire line goes into the parkland. And let's zoom out and go back to West Kelowna side here. Okay, so where are we? West Side Road. Oh yeah, so West Side Road. There's that gravel pit. Okay, so here's Bear Creek Road coming off of West Side Road, and then you can't see it. Then the little road in the center goes up. That's all the way out the Bear Creek Road, and all of this houses. My friend's house is right here, right there. Oh yeah, my buddy who owns a dirt bike store, his house is gone too. Oh, yeah, Value Motorsport. Yep. And you know, so people are going to be thinking of where they move to, right? A lot of people collect their insurance money. I mean, pretty much everybody's on mortgages, so everybody has to have insurance money for everything, right? It's a mandatory to have a mortgage because the bank doesn't want to lose their liability of being able to sell a house or have insurance pay out for them. So most people on mortgages would have insurance, and everybody's going to be relocated, and where, and new building developments. People would speculate that this would also, all these fires take people out of the rural areas. A lot of arson fires. You got to understand, there's tons and tons of arson fires going around in BC. And if we look at some newspaper articles, we'll see that people have been caught just in this last set of string of fires. Even said some youth were set for 4 fires were trying to set fires. Okay guys, so right now here we have the fire to the south, just below Penticton, near ODYSEE. The details, last updated August 20th, discovered on August 18th when all these fires were going up. 1,090 hectares, and as we go in, suspected cause, human. And here we have another fire closer to Penticton, a smaller one, again discovered on August 18th, or maybe this is the same one. Suspected cause, human. Okay, then there's this one over here. And the fire notes on the Crater Creek fire. Suspected cause, natural. So there is a difference on this site. 41,000 hectares on that one. And as we go up onto this the one on West Kelowna here. Fire notes. Suspected cause, undetermined. 11,000 hectares. And then as you click onto this one, for the one that across the bridge, there is no notes at all. It just says no notes. And then the one near Lake Country, there is no notes either. Here is a zoom out view of British Columbia and Alberta. You can see all the fires, mostly BC right here on this map. Here's an example in comparison on this Prince George reported. The Donnie Creek fire is 583,000 hectares. One's up north. Like, they're just massive up north where there's no houses, right? Just massive. So in recent news of forest fires, here is CBC propaganda, but the RCMP investigating 2 arson calls in Yellowknife as wildfire looms on city's west flank. So this is just from 4 days ago, August 16th. So there's a forest fire up in Yellowknife as well. RCMP say they've charged 4 female youths with arson for trying to light a fire in a small green space on Burwash Drive in Yellowknife Tuesday night. On a news release Wednesday morning, police said this is one of 2 instances of arson they are investigating in Yellowknife. They say they got a call around 11:21 p.m. about the use. They arrested all 4 and seized aerosol cans and lighters. A nearby house also had a camera running which captured the incident. Police are still searching for the 2 men suspected of starting a fire near Long Lake on the northwest side. See, these people, often you can call them eco-terrorists now. They're literally a cult out there starting fires, brainwashed, thinking that them starting fires to push the narrative is what they should be doing. So moving ahead, both incidents came as Yellowknife faces a major wildfire threatening its west side, and shortly after declared Northwest Territory wide state of emergency. So yeah, these are arsonist fires. I mean, a lot of them are, we can assume a lot of them are arsonist fires.
Suspected human-caused wildfire prompts evacuations in BC's South Okanagan. An out-of-control wildfire southwest of Okanagan Falls, BC, has led to evacuation orders for more than 250 properties in the regional district of Okanagan-Similkameen. The Upper Park Rill Creek wildfire was discovered around 6 a.m.
So here we have on more propaganda TV, CTV, paid by the government. But anyways, August 18th, 2023, again 2 days ago, an out-of-control wildfire southwest of Okanagan Falls, BC has led to evacuation orders. And again, there's no information, but the title, Suspected Human-Caused Wildfire.
Even the BC Wildfire Service's own website here currently lists the out-of-control wildfire situation as the suspected cause as being human, either by accident or intentionally.
Yeah, so let's go find that website. Okay, so I'm on w2.gov.bc.ca. BC's declared a provincial state of emergency due to the wildfire situation. Oh, and then we have fire bans and restrictions, etc. So on a similar subject, the fire bans and restrictions have been across BC since freaking May. Literally, we've not been able to have fires at campgrounds, etc. And as you can see, guys, I am actually reporting from Oregon, where you're allowed to have campfires at campsites, on the ocean beach, etc. And so, what a difference, what a difference. Anyways, back to the story. I think the irony of this is humans are smart. We're able to drive vehicles. We're able to use knives in the kitchen. We're able to use guns at shooting ranges and hunting. But we're not smart enough, according to the government, to do this because all these forest fires happen all the time, which are caused by arson and lightning. They're not caused by people doing forest fires at approved campgrounds. And so they don't, it's like you're not allowed to own a kitchen knife or a vehicle. You can't drive a vehicle because you might hit somebody. But like we are able to safely drive vehicles as well to a certain degree, just like we're able to have fires in fire pits to a certain degree. This may be off topic for some of you, but for me it's the full circle of the stupidity and control of the human race. Well, that doesn't help. It's the website unavailable. This page has been deleted. What? So they made it, you have to go on the app only now? This is ridiculous. Look at this. Statistics and partial data, latest wildfire statistics. Did you click that? This page has been deleted. New location is here. It's on the app. You got to be on the app, guys. What would be the reason not to run the website and app? So an app is usually a simplistic form for people on their phones, but you don't really get all the information on the app. So what is going on with that? That's suspect as well. Just going back to 2003, that was a major fire season in the Okanagan. Lightning strikes, human carelessness, and arson all contributed to igniting nearly 2,500 fires involving more than 10,000 firefighters and support personnel and burning more than 265,000 hectares at a cost of $375 million. So I just went on the app and I've looked on latest news, and it says go over here for tweets by the government. So then they force you over to the Twitter, which is hilarious. BC Wildfire Service here on Twitter, BC Gov Fire Info. Well, we're at 20 minutes, guys, and my internet just cut out for some reason. Yeah, so hopefully you can see this one if I can upload it somehow. IrnieracingNews, guys, just reporting on the forest fires for the first time. Sorry about the delay. I kind of just, I don't know, I just didn't really want to report on it for some reason. Just kind of enjoying my time camping and don't really want to go home to smoke-filled Okanagan. So I don't know, just kind of thinking about what we want to do out here in Oregon on the coast. Cheers.